I'm at the very end of the playground where the next yes, he's done it right behind me.
That's awesome. Okay. I wonder if they're intimidated by that gigantic tractor behind them.
You reckon?
I would be.
All right. Tell us your favorite memory about being in the car then. How about that?
What's your favorite memory, David, of being in the car? See, I can remember you riding in the car seat during parades, and then now you've been able to at least drive it on a private road since you're getting your learners. But you can't, like, for insurance purposes, you're not going to be driving it much more than that. So it's an enjoyable car. What's your favorite car?
I mean, I maybe like the 68 or silver one.
But this is.
You want to go show us the 68? Where is it?
It's down there.
Okay. So let's go take a look at it. Come on. This is my personal favorite, but that's because I'm biased. Go ahead and talk to us about it.
Yeah, I got to know a guy named Tony because of this car. So it's a local car. It probably was used. It was wrecked actually, rebuilt in the front. It was hit in the front and almost junked. So again, a local guy fixed it up and then was interested in letting it go. What do you like about this car, David?
I really love you can see all the lines, this color. It all works so well. I think this is the best looking of all your cars.
So tell us about that Coke bottle concept that everybody talks about with the 68.
Put this on the Roadrunner a bit. This was some of the beat bodies had this.
The 68 redesign. If you look down there, there's a 66, 67 body style, which is almost more like a mid-60s Barracuda or something. But this design, let's see. Probably the most popular B-body of the late 60s is the Roadrunner and the Charger have the same unibody, same design. It did well on the track, but it did better when they actually added the nose cone and the wing on the back of the track to make it. They took this car to the wind tunnel, the same body style, and made it into the Daytona. And also the Superbird.
So this was the predecessor then?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
They found that the air dam in the front caught too much air, the way the grille was designed, and then the flying buttresses in the back didn't help with the wind resistance.
So you guys turn wrenches together?
A little bit. Trying to teach them how to do some things.
There you go. That's important. One of the neat things about the lawn party is every single tractor that lives in and around Bridgewater is here. They'll come out today and then they'll spend the night after being in the lawn party parade. As with any kind of party and parade, there's always a tractor pull. We're going to see what they can actually do. about with it?
Alright. The 7th, I came across the first Model Y engine out of Pennsylvania. Came out of the paint mill up there. The second one I found in a for sale ad, and I bought it about 10 years later. It took me a while to get them both up and running, but put some work into making trailers and transporting them. And here they are.
What kind of time and effort are we talking about for something like this? The time and effort involved in something like this?
It depends on how extensive they need repairs. The Model Y, I had to put in a couple new bearings till I got it to run pretty good. And that was a custom job.
So between the two that we're looking at today, any estimate of the expense and hours you got into them?
I couldn't even think of how many hours I've got in on my own time. There is expense on making the bearing and getting those in, and then making the trailer, getting on the trailer, and getting that all set up to move and where you can handle it, and get it here and get it all set up and run with the support equipment. With the original compressors that originally started these engines. And that putting everything together, because I never really found a complete compressor set at first. I just had to
Again, Greg, go ahead.
These walk behind garden tractors here were all made here in Bridgewater. Made by the Bridgewater Tractor Company, owned by the Bridgewater Plow Company. And they're made in 1957 to 61 or 2. There's one of each series of the garden tractors here, and there's one tiller. And they were pretty rugged little machines.
How long did it take you to restore these?
I can do about one a year.
So lots of hours and lots of blood, sweat, and tears.
Yes. Yes, searching for the right pieces.
Do you ever machine your own pieces, or do you try to find new old stock?
I have fabricated a few pieces. Yeah.
So it's a labor of love for sure, right?
It is a labor of love. And because they're from here, it makes it special to me.
So if you had to pick one favorite, what's your favorite piece?
Probably this one right here with Silky and the neck. That Silky was one of the things that I fabricated based on the only one that I have seen. I just particularly enjoyed that and seeing it work.
How long did that one take to get together?
It took most of a winter and into the spring to get everything together so it was working.
So did you run this in the parade this year?
No, I did not. I've never run one of these in the parade, basically because of their speed.
So how many pieces do you actually own? You call this a collection? I mean, are you a collector or is this a hobbyist?
I'm not sure how many.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5.
That's right. There you go. Thank you, Greg. Well, we'll start out digital first, so it'll be in a streaming mode on YouTube.
Okay.
But we'll let you see it before we do anything with it. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
So just tell us who you are and what you got.
Right,
Go ahead.
Jordan Kyle. I have a 2014 Genesis Coupe 2.0, but it's a little bit different than 2.0s because it's got a 5.7 liter in it. Dropped a Corvette engine in it. Very pretty fun. It's taken about a year and a half.
Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at that engine then. How about that? And you tell us what you've got
to
get that in there. Yeah.
My stepdad and I made all these custom brackets here.
I was looking for the wings. I bet I can fly.
I bet you can too.
So it's a lot of bits and pieces from all kinds of cars, but did really good work. Fits right in there just nice.
So when you say bits and pieces, does that make this then a rod in the truest sense? Which is what they usually do?
Yeah, it ain't gonna be a rat rod. But
No.
hot rod.
Hot rod for sure. Yeah.
Somebody called it a rat rod. I said, man, you crazy.
Yeah. Hey, it's just a hot rod. It's fun. Like I said, it took a year and a half, but it was worth it at the end of it.
Hey, take this thing to Germany, see a family.
Yeah, see what it does.
Yeah.
What's the speed number say on it?
It's got Genesis. It's still got the original cluster on it.
Probably second year.
Yes, I don't know what I've only went to 80.
80.
Took too long to tear it up now. You know?
Sure that wasn't double?
No, it wasn't double. I'm more responsible.
I've been in
now.
the car my lifetime, 130.
Yeah.
Not lately.
So what type of rims you got on it here?
She's nice.
They're just aftermarket. I don't even know what they're called. I think they're G8 rims, but they're just white. Everyone has black and red.
Yep.
So I decided to get white and put red lug nuts on it, kind of make it match.
And what color is that? That's just incredibly red, isn't
color.
it?
I've heard that a lot today too.
Did you do the paint yourself?
No, I bought a brand new like that. It's custom color. It's just the original color.
That's amazing. So this was brand new, and then you retrofitted it the way you wanted it.
Brand new. Yeah, 2014.
So I got to ask, did you buy it to do it this way, or did it just turn out that way?
It just turned out that way.
Yeah.
I took it up to Eastside one day, and my stepdad told me to. I asked him how I could make it quicker than what I was, and he said drop a real engine in it. So that's what happened. I started parting it out, and dropped to 5.7.
So from a historical perspective like that, so what would this motor normally come in?
What's it come in? 99 to 04 Corvette.
Okay.
That's what they come in.
So obviously those are fiberglass, I guess, and there's a lot of fiberglass in this as well. So it's fairly light vehicle.
It's the same weight. It's the same weight as a Corvette.
Okay.
So you're not really gaining anything there for weight-wise.
Did you have to change anything in the suspension to be able to handle this?
No, I actually did not. It was 300 pounds more with this engine, so it wasn't a big difference. It doesn't look like it's sagging in it. So.
No, not at all. Not at all. Did you do anything inside, interior-wise?
The only thing I did was put that gauge cluster in it.
Yep.
Put 3 gauges there so I can keep up my oil pressure and water temperature gauge.
Very, very nice.
And everything else I try to keep stock. Keep it looking factory as possible.
So those were the original seats?
Yes, the Horseback edition.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. Only thing's different is that shifter. So.
Yep. So the fun story, obviously, to drive and to bring out and show like this, no doubt about it.
Very first show I've been to this year with it, so.
Wonderful.
It's pretty nice.
Well, it is a beautiful vehicle.
It is.
No doubt. You and your dad have done a marvelous job at conceptual, and then obviously turning wrenches and making it happen.
Yeah.
Did you put the engine in yourself? I mean, did you get
my stepdad.
Yep. That works out.
Longwood Repairs, the name of the shop.
Sure.
Did it, so.
Super. Marvelous. Is there any story behind that license plate?
No, not really.
Okay. Just like that. Just like that.
Yeah.
So, from a Bridgewater LawnParty perspective, obviously this is the first cycle you've been out. What brought you to the lawn party?
I just heard it was a classical cars, and since I had a 350 block in it, I just decided to blend in, kind of.
Perfect. Thank you for sharing your story.
No problem.
It's okay. It's all right. Just enjoy. Just enjoy.
Yeah, it's here for all-wheel drive.
That makes no sense. You just the world's best brakes in there,
I got Brembo, can't stop.
You got to stop as good as you go, right?
Yeah.
You know what? At one time it might not be American made, but it's American made now.
Now it's American made. Yeah.
That's nice, my friend.
You ready to go build one now?
American muscle.
Ready to go build one?
Hey, you made your own. You're good. Thank you.
This is what we sort of call the calm before the storm, and by that I mean later tonight you'll find all kinds of individuals here. You won't be able to move between ride to ride to ride. Lots of preparation going on to this for the 47th annual lawn party here at Bridgewater. A lot of folks will be eating, a lot of folks will be fellowshipping, a lot of fun will be happening. Clearly one of the other incredible sights at the Bridgewater Lawn Party are the old steam engines. And we're talking really old and very, very big. Talk to me.
Okay. Well, this is a 1969 Dodge Daytona that in 2003 I made a trade with a guy in Michigan, and he had I had a 1970 Dodge Charger that we pulled out of a barn. Actually, my friend Jeff and I helped pull it out of a barn. The guy wanted to get rid of it, but it was a valuable car. It was a rust-free car. So the gentleman in Michigan who had a 70 RT built it into a Daytona. And he wanted to trade, so we made a trade online. He actually came and brought the car from Michigan after he built it, and he took my Charger and made another Daytona out of it. When he came to get it, there was snow on the ground, so it was kind of hard to get the other Charger out. He actually had to get a tractor to pull it out to load it on his Charger. right. Then we put this away. I've done some interior work, got it running right, put the kick down on the transmission, cleaned it up, cleaned up a lot of the hood over the years, and we've had it in the parade most years. And my son, who's wandered away and looking at cars, has always enjoyed this car. So it's a 1969 Dodge Charger Daytona replica. It's got a 440. It was originally a 4-speed. It does have a pistol grip shifter in it, but it's a 440 car. So it's definitely unique. They only made 500 real Dodge Charger Daytonas, so and they've made very few RTs. So it's a rare car either way. Anything else you want to know?
I've got to ask, have you had it out on the track?
No, I haven't had it on the track. Just locally mostly.
Thank you, John. thousands of people come out to the lawn party to see the incredible steam materials, there's no doubt these engines have been maintained meticulously. You can walk for miles and miles and miles and see all kinds of wonderful activities. Everything from International Harvester to Ford to John Deere, Pennsylvania, you name the brand, it'll show up here at the at the Bridgewater Lawn Party.
Should be breathing.
So you never know who you're going to see at the lawn party.
Are they identical? Yep.
What's your
worldwide?
What's your favorite food at the lawn party this year?
Them peanuts I brought with me.
There you go. And what are you showing this year?
I better not say.
Okay.
No, I won't say what the first thing popped in my mind was. This old farm junk.
You want to tell us a little bit about it?
Well, that's a model you get in a kit. You have to machine the parts, make a lot of parts, put it together, runs just like the full-size hit and miss.
So is this like a 1/64th scale or 1/10th scale or what?
I'm not. No, they're like that's probably what, Nathan? That's probably a third scale. That would probably.
Okay, so.
Be my guess.
I feel a bit more inclined to say something then.
Yeah, my dad made that.
Got it. How long have you had that?
20 years.
And how long did it take to build something like that?
He did not make the whole thing. He bought, if you're not a first-class machinist, you can't build one. And a lot of guys buy the kit and can't finish it. And he bought that and finished it, made some new parts, made some of the parts over. He made the biggest part of it. He made one from scratch. I think he told me one time it took like 50, 60 hours.
Goodness gracious. Obviously a lot of time, talent, and treasure into that.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for sharing your story, Harold.
Well, sure.
Much appreciated.
Yes, sir. I don't want to see that on the screen tomorrow now.
No, it'll be on WVPT, not at church.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You by yourself?
Currently,
in World War II, Korean War, Vietnam. He's buried in Arlington National Cemetery. I'd love to connect with his family to show what his car looks like now.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it was a car, me and my best friend in high school, that was our favorite car, 68 Camaro.
You bet.
My best friend bought it, never finished it, never did anything, and I bought it and finished it. So it's kind of a dream come true.
Fantastic. Can we go over and take a look at it?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, take us on over.
So the car, I didn't have the original engine, so I put an LS3 motor in it, which is what they put in the brand new Camaros, Corvettes. Had it modified, has about 610 horsepower. Much more than I need, but I figured I might as well go all the way. But I did everything from bottom up. Every nut and bolt, all the wiring, everything's brand new.
Picture of it, you provided them a picture.
Just walk me around the wheels and whatnot and what you're doing, okay?
It's got 4-wheel disc brakes, which is all new suspension, just to help ride a little better, kind of more like a new car.
Yeah.
The interior is a deluxe interior. It wasn't original to the car, but I liked it with the houndtooth inset. We did everything, the electronic speedometer, all that is electronic. It'll track your 0 to 60 and quarter-mile speeds. Convertible top, it's the first convertible top I ever did. It was very intimidating, but I did it and was very successful. Fits nice and tight.
Beautiful, beautiful.
So it was originally just a base Camaro, but now with all the modifications, it has the Rally Sport package, big block, and the beefed up suspension, which technically would be a modern day Rally Sport Super Sport car. So it would be a very high-end car back in the day, but it's not original. I just made it to be a high-end car.
Well, that's a huge one.
So the obvious question is have you had it to the track?
I've never taken it on the track, no.
So she's babied.
Just go home right now. I see one of the lunch ladies.
Simply beautiful. Any closing thoughts for us?
No, just like I said before, I thought it would be interesting to get in touch with the family somehow. They're from Alexandria, Virginia. That's where the car originally was from. I have the original hood hanging up in my garage with the original butternut yellow color, and I always thought about doing some sort of tribute to the Brigadier General Shanahan. I can't think of his first name, but I would think of it. But anyway, just thought it was kind of neat and be a neat story for kids and grandkids someday for the Brigadier General.
Marvelous. Jeff, thank you for sharing your story.
Thanks.
Much appreciated. So tell us about that Coke bottle idea.
Well, you have these vents right here. They're just here to look cool. They go into this line all the way across to the middle of the car, and then it splits up here. It's all the way to the back. And has a subtle increase of height in the back.
If you notice, the new Dodge Chargers actually incorporated some of the same styling to try to save the four-door design a litit bit.
We didn't take a look at the back of this car, did we?
The 1-year special round tail lights.
Yeah, yeah.
Because there were long tail lights on the 69s and 70s in comparison. Also, your reverse lights are up next to the tail lights, rather than down below in the balance.
And what's the story on this this lid over here for your gas?
Well,
does that make it go faster?
Definitely. You can definitely gas up a lot faster with your silver gas cap. You know? I think, again, racing style. And again, this car had style for its day that is still being copied today.
Oh. We recognize this car from a TV show.
I'm not going to tell us. We'll practice it.
All right. Thank you both, guys. Have a great day.
66 and 73. That's good. That in the winter. Over in the other.
One of the big draws of the lawn party is obviously cotton candy, candy apples, and all kinds of fresh popcorn. Right now there's currently not too many people at the seats, but believe me, tonight when the party opens up, it'll be packed. You won't be able to move. Obviously old-fashioned kettle corn's available, fried country chicken, ice-cold drinks. We'll have ice cream, lemonade, pork barbecue, hot dogs, hamburgers, cheeseburgers, French fries, everything in between. The Bridgewater Lawn Party, 47th Annual. An excellent event for food, fun, and fellowship, and to capture local stories.
Motors compared to the gas motor.
And so this is the future muscle car, you're saying?
Mm-hmm. It's like the original Golf GTI. You can recharge your batteries by driving around in neutral downhill.
So how many miles to the gallon would something like this get?
39.
Certainly has different body lines than the ones we were just looking at, the Chargers and the Camaros and things like that. So more aerodynamic?
Yeah, this is what aerodynamic looks like. You see, it's available with a carbon fiber spoiler now on the back.
Look at that.
Prius.
So what's your favorite car then here at the show today?
The Prius, of course. It's the greenest car here. It helps the environment. You see, it uses gas and batteries.
That's a little bit different than the Mopar hybrids that burn gas and rubber, right? Tractors everywhere. Thank you, David. And not necessarily of any particular vintage or any particular flavor. Can you imagine if these tractors could talk?